it's been a long time we've done a update on the channel. Hello, my name is Zabakil, and welcome to another video of a channel update for the time being. So I'm gonna play a game on the background. It may be RuneScape at all, but I want to give you a update on the channel to what's going on. So let's talk about these videos that are constantly going on in DCell. So if you don't know, we just finished One New Waves shorts for the time being, and then now we're actually uploading Assassin's Creed Shadows videos. You just saw the first 2 episodes of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Those last week, after all, and I hope they go pretty well so far. Or indeed so. Oh, now that's gonna be uploaded twice per week, Monday and Wednesday. And then Tuesday we have Warframe Shorts after all. That have going on for a very good time actually. Like, I'm getting good reviews about it. Then we have the art design on Friday, and not so much a good reviews, but my designs are pretty good, I gotta say. I know they are not yet. I had done 3D design, but I'm learning a lot how to do these art designs after all. Look, if you don't remember, the last design that I made was based on RuneScape, achieving my max cape, and also the 4 expert capes in DCell. If you haven't got a chance to watch that yet, it's all about RuneScape in DCell. Oh, and then when I make these art designs, it's for a designing a portfolio during the summer, and I am going to tell you how to do that and how to actually make one in DCell. It's pretty amazing, and it's not too hard to learn. It's pretty easy. See, all you have to do is just present your picture of the design, and then write down a description about it. And so that's how you do a portfolio. Nothing too hard. Probably the hard part is your writing thing. And if you're a good writer, then good job. If you're a bad writer, then you need a lot of practice. Yes. So yeah. I wish more people watch it so they can understand what I'm actually doing. Maybe because I'm doing it as a time lapse, and not doing it like a entertainment way, like telling a story about it or telling suggestions about it. But it's hard actually doing that. Because I gotta run out of ideas. Yes, okay. Especially when I'm trying to finish off right now for April and May. Because in June we're getting on to the portfolio of these art designs. Yeah. Okay, now for RuneScape. Okay, so if you don't know, we just finished the series of Maximum. I'm hard to tell when we go back to it. It's whenever that new skill comes out. We're getting an announcement of it next year of that new skill, and then that means we will lose our max cape after all when the new skill is actually released in 2 years probably. Or it could be like next year during the fall. But where works could be happening. So yeah. And then I was gonna do lore quests, but if you don't know, these quests are really boring. Like they're super long, they're boring, and they don't have it, and they're confusing from the story. There you go. Oh, uh, or I should say, there are puzzles in them too, and I hate those too. Ooh, doing certain puzzles in these quests is that actually are boring to me. And also they are very long in these. So if when I was doing these quests um last year after all, they were long, good. And then when I was watching the quest guide of the video, oh, they were like 30 minutes long. It's like this is gonna take me an hour. So now what am I gonna do? Well, I had to finish it. I can't just avoid it. It's Indy So the thing is, do I continue on with the series of Lore Quests? Because or do I move on to something else? Well, I could move on to something else because here's the thing. So if you don't know, our edition of May, my birth month, I do play old school RuneScape, and for 2 years we did play old school RuneScape, and we check out the Great Command. After all, the uh, 1 year we did check out Valmore actually, and I was gonna do that again this year. Check out Valmore after all, but we're only gonna check out like part 2 of Valmore. We don't get part 3 until like December of this year. Which means you won't see part 3 until next year in May of Valmore. Oh, and I was thinking. So now I was realizing if we can go back to the Great Clan in old school RuneScape and check it out because it actually had changed a lot in DSO. I don't want to give too much information about it. I'll put that into the other video, the old school RuneScape video. But yeah, it's gonna be different in DSO, and it only works based on what I can actually do, how I actually can format it in a way. But yeah, and that could be like much better than doing quests, and being less boring in these. So, oh, because when I'm doing these quests, I choose a day, a, and then I do all the quests all at once. That's what I did back then, actually. Yeah, and usually it was actually the weekend. So like I chose Saturday or Sunday, and then I would do quests on one of those days. So like Friday, I will prepare the items for the quest, and then on Saturday or Sunday, I will do the quest right away. Hey, and that day would be like a series of quests, not one quest at all. Oh, but now these quests actually are very long because I'm getting to the end of the story of each one. Okay, back then these quests was like the short, the medium, um, and and I could solve them with a puzzle, with one puzzle actually. And then some of them were like doing some doing a boss fighting. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, they're difficult and super long, especially when we get into a new series for RuneScape. And this is also related by the new group boss. I forgot his name, but the Pharaoh cat. So we have a big problem actually. So yeah. I don't know. We gotta figure this out, okay? So yeah. But all I wanted to say about that, at so we're going to just jump into old school RuneScape. Check out the Great Corinne. What has been changed after all, and that be much better for me. Okay. Yeah, and then also we do have our May tradition about Valmore, checking out part 2 in DSO. So yeah, okay. I don't want to bore you guys at all, or when I'm doing these videos, based on RuneScape in DSO. Yeah, and the fact that I have been actually playing RuneScape for 19 years. Here I thought it was actually 20 years. Anyway, enough about that. And now you know what's going on and what is happening. And for the time being, let's go to part 2 of this update in DSO. So, wish me good luck for this one. Okay, part 2. This one could be a problem. Why? Because here's the thing. So a lot of people have been commenting below about my way of speaking. I know only 1 or 2 videos I've been speaking after all, and it's different. It's not the same between by everybody else. So I'm actually going to tell you what it is actually. If you don't know, I have a disability, and I have 2 disabilities, but technically it's mainly 1 disability. So I have AD. This is like based on my speech, and autism. But let's go more and focus about the AD, my speech. So I do take speech therapy all the time, every once per week. Yeah, once per week indeed. So, but I've been stressing out with this speech way, and I have got a little better from it, but I need to pronounce more words that are actually longer or more difficult for me to say. So yeah, I know my words are kind of easy to actually pronounce, but that's the way how I actually formatted it at all. And when I do like speak in a tone, I would sometimes I would speak fast or slow. Sometimes I would butcher a word, or try to say the word right. Indeed, so when I try to think of a word that I want to speak out is I have to like think in my head, and then try to pronounce it right. Right? When I actually want to say my speeches, I don't have a script what I want to say in these videos. It's all in my head in DSO. And when I do the skill guides, there I do have a script, but when I do the other videos, I don't have a script. So the only script I have are the skill guides from RuneScape 3. And as you know, we are actually going to other guides in after all. So like in the summer, when I do a RuneScape guide on money making or bossing thing in DSO, I may need a script for both of them. Yeah, even though they're actually even though I can actually think in my head about them, but I can't because I would. Here's the thing, when I write a script, I would go on the wiki, the RuneScape wiki, and then look up the information of it, read it for a while, and then I would just write the script in my own words, not copy off of it. And that would actually work pretty well. Okay, if you've been watching my skill guides, they're actually well organized. They're all written in my own words, and they actually are reasonable to understand to what I'm actually saying based on the methods that I actually talk about from each skill. After all, but so yeah, and is that it? So yeah, that's actually pretty much it. It's about that one. Okay. The second one, autism. So autism is like I was actually diagnosed with it when I was young. When I was technically I was born with AD. Order distribution. It's like the based on your speech. I can't pronounce the word. It's hard to say. But I was diagnosed with autism when I was young. I was born with AD of it in DSO. But okay, so what autism caused me is to forget things or control things that I do some things on my own. No, a lot of times back then, I didn't have a lot of friends. Since when I came to New Jersey from California, I had one friend, one best friend, and he's my neighbor. He's actually a really good friend at DSO, and that was the only friend I had a conscience after all. When I got older in kindergarten, I had another best friend. Okay? And supposedly he was my neighbor too. So 2 neighbors became my best friends. Anyway, when I actually grew up in a way, I didn't feel lonely in DSO. Oh, but sometimes I did forget things. And when I respect myself, I always go into a way of being a leader, not a companion. More like being a leader to myself, being loyalty to my friends, and never on their side. Okay? And I've been actually controlling that for a very long time. Alright, and since then, when I turned 20 years old, I have actually mastered it very well. And I'm still having issues with my speech and so, but I do know how to control my autism. Like, I write things down all the time. Sometimes I do forget things, but I have it written down. So if I forget something, I have it written down. I can just look at my paper work. Okay, say okay, I need to do that. That's done. That's good, actually. When I actually upload videos, I realize I have to look at my calendar and check what videos are coming published into this week. It's like, Monday is Assassin's Creed, Tuesday is Warframe, and so on. So yeah, it's not easy for me to do, but I can actually memorize it if I write it down. And yeah, that's actually pretty much it. But if you want to know more about it, you can look it up and see what the definition actually means in DSO. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about in DSO, just my disabilities. Okay? So I hope you understand that, and now you know. Alright, anyway, thank you so much for watching a monthly debate here in DSO. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Join Team Ravens. Do follow me on all my social media accounts, and I hope you enjoyed to what I was talking about. Alright. Wish you good luck and farewell.